Hey guys, Gaming with Goku Black Fanboy here, and it has been a while since I've been posting these topics, and the main reason why I wasn't really posting and my schedule is very freaking late, it is mainly because I am focused on another Platinum video, which is Fist of the North Star Ken's Rage 2, and it's a grind. And hey, speaking of Platinums, you may know from the title of the video, here are the top 5 worst Platinums I've ever attempted. Number 1 on the list is Mortal Kombat 9. This is easily my favorite Mortal Kombat game, but the Platinum is time consuming. And I'm doing the Platinum on the Xbox 360, but on the PS3, it is now unobtainable due to the servers shutting down. But the online servers are still up on the 360. But there are 2 achievements that are time consuming. I am 10 achievements away from getting the Platinum for Mortal Kombat 9, and I have 3 online ranked achievements and 3 King of the Hill achievements, which King of the Hill is another online mode. And the issue is, in online mode in Mortal Kombat 9, nobody plays the game anymore, so it's practically dead. And now the single player achievements are completing arcade mode with every single character, and the secret achievement for performing every hidden fatality. And the last 2 achievements are My Kung Fu is Strong and My Kung Fu is Stronger. These 2 achievements suck. So to get My Kung Fu is Strong, you have to gain a mystery for a character. You need 100 victories, 100 fatalities or babalities, perform 150 x-rays, spill 10,000 pints of blood, and play as the character for 24 hours. So for My Kung Fu is Strong, you only have to do it with one character, but for My Kung Fu is Stronger, you have to do it with every single character, depending on what version you have. If you have the complete edition, you have to include the DLC. If you have the PS3 version with Kratos, you have to include Kratos. And if you have the complete edition and Kratos, you have to include all of it. There are a total of 25 characters, but there's 2 unlockable characters, that being Cyber Sub-Zero and Quan Chi, which makes 27 characters. And there's 4 DLC characters, that being Scarlet, Kenshi, Rain, and Freddy Krueger, which makes 41 characters for the complete edition. But if you have the PS3 version, that makes 32 characters because of Kratos, but excluding the 4 DLC characters, that makes 28 characters. And My Kung Fu is Stronger is really going to annoy the crap out of me because 24 hours per character is just crazy. Moving on. Next up on the list is Guitar Hero 2. The Guitar Hero games are definitely the hardest Platinums I've ever attempted, except for Guitar Hero Aerosmith. So Aerosmith might be the more easier Guitar Hero game to Platinum, but Guitar Hero 2 is the major issue. Most of the Guitar Hero games, they have online and multiplayer achievements, but the multiplayer achievements can also be done online. But the good thing is, for Guitar Hero 2, there is no online achievements. But there are multiplayer achievements, and Guitar Hero 2 does not have an online mode, so I have to do the multiplayer in person. And I barely know anyone I know in person that plays Guitar Hero, so yeah, I'm stuck with this Platinum. Here are some of the multiplayer achievements. Hitting an 8 times multiplier, hitting a 100 to 500 note streak, and reaching 500,000 points on a song. But the hard achievements are hitting an 1,000 note streak, 100%ing a song, reaching 100,000 points on a song, and reaching 1,000,000 points on a song. Let me tell you something, the calibrations are freaking awful. Even though Guitar Hero 2 is one of my favorite Guitar Hero games, but the calibrations suck. And I actually learned this from another YouTuber named J4Jack. If player 1 calibrates the game, it will be hard for player 2 to play. But if player 2 calibrates the game, it will be much harder for player 1 to play. That's how bad the calibrations are. Moving on. Next up on the list is Super Meat Boy. I don't know what the heck I was thinking attempting this Platinum. And of course, it's a 9 out of 10 difficulty. And while I was going for this Platinum, my thumbs were in pain. Super Meat Boy is known to be one of the most difficult platformers made. There are many other platformers that were much harder, such as N++, Celeste, Super Rude Bear Resurrection, Mr. Run and Jump, and the most hardest platformer, Jump King, One of my favorite Platinum YouTubers, Nick AR, he actually platinumed all of those games, including Super Meat Boy. And Super Meat Boy's Platinum is actually ridiculous. I'm using the Xbox 360 version, so it only has 12 achievements, and I have 3 more left. One of the achievements are for getting the real ending, which you have to complete the Dark World of the end level. If you're wondering what a Dark World is, if you complete a level with an A+, you get a Dark World version of that level, which is much harder. And the 5th level of the end chapter is the last level I need to get an A+, and level 5 really sucks. And the next achievement is actually a secret achievement, which is for completing the Cotton Alley chapter. This chapter, where you play as Bandage Girl, and the levels are absolutely ridiculous. Like, there's saw blades everywhere. And the 3rd achievement is for 100%ing the game, and here's what the 100% is required. A+ every single chapter, including the end and Cotton Alley. Complete the Light World and Dark World levels, unlock every single character, collect all 100 bandages, and complete every warp zone. And about collecting bandages, they are actually found in the levels from the chapters, and they are also found behind warp zones. Warp zones are pixelated levels where you only have 3 lives, and each chapter has 20 bandages to collect. And I have every single bandage except for the ones in the Rapture chapter, and I have 17 left, and the levels and the warp zones suck. And 3 days ago, I unlocked an achievement that was also difficult, and it was for unlocking that piece of crap. This character is called the Kid, and he's actually a helpful character because he can double jump, but the Kid is unlocked behind a warp zone in the Rapture chapter, but the obstacle courses are full of spikes, and I barely got past the first level. Level 2 is where it gets difficult because there's elevators, but below the elevators are those damn spikes. Level 2 was the level that took me the longest, but I beat it eventually, and I thought level 3 would be easy, but I spoke too soon. In some of the levels in Super Meat Boy, they're shooting saw blades. In level 3 for the Kid, instead of shooting saw blades, there's walls full of spikes, and it took me a couple of attempts, and I finally unlocked the Kid. Moving on. Back in 2024, I made a video called the top 5 hardest games, and one of the games that were included in the video was Super Meat Boy, and I actually said something in the video saying that me looking at him makes me want to punch him in the face. And here's the clip. Seriously, looking at his face makes me want to punch him. And I am not joking.
Fuck you! God fucking damn it!
Okay, now moving on. Next up is actually a modern game that is Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker. This is the last Naruto game I have to platinum. Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker is a multiplayer online battle arena game. This game doesn't play like the Storm games, and since it's not really part of the Storm games, either I will platinum it or not. Probably not, because this platinum also sucks. There are grindy single player achievements and time consuming multiplayer achievements. I would say that Street Fighter Cross Tekken was the worst platinum I've ever attempted, but Shinobi Striker's online achievements are worse. There's achievements such as win 100 combat battles, win 100 flag battles, win 100 base battles, complete 100 online battles as an attack type, defense type, range type, and healing type. Like, for example, Sasuke is a range type, Sakura is a healing type, and Naruto is an attack type. And don't even get me started on this achievement. Veteran Ninja is where I have to participate in 1,000 online matches. Yeah, that's where I gave up on Shinobi Striker. And even when I do play online, the next online match, my game crashes. Even though Shinobi Striker is an awful platinum for me, the DLC characters are cool, like Zabuza, Kimimaro, Sasori, Orochimaru, and Tobirama, and Sage Mode Jiraiya. Moving on. Last game on the list, I have to give it to Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I've seen some YouTubers going for this platinum, such as Nick AR and another platinum YouTuber I like, Godlike Matt. They actually went for this platinum, and when I went for this platinum myself, that was actually the worst platinum mistake I've made. And there was a handful of online achievements, which online is like Street Fighter V level. And the reason why Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is extremely difficult, it's because of this achievement, Master of Tasks. This achievement requires you to complete 480 missions, and missions are where you perform impossible combos. Each character has 10 missions, and mission 8 is where it gets challenging. I've only completed 3 characters, which were Hulk, Frank West, and Nemesis. And I also learned some helpful things from Godlike Matt and Nick AR. I was struggling on Doctor Strange's Mission 7, and apparently if I use my X Factor, I can be more fast-paced. And when I was struggling on Mission 9 for Nemesis, I learned the Tiger Knee, which is something that Sagat does in the Street Fighter games. I barely remember Sagat's move list because I don't give two craps about Sagat, and I've always hated him. And I have one more mission left to complete Morrigan, and that is Mission 10. And there is a total of 48 characters, which makes 480 missions, and that's where it made me feel like, yeah, I'm not doing that. But there are also 2 DLC characters, which are Jill and Shuma. And I would include Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Fate of Two Worlds, and there is an achievement where I have to complete 320 missions, which is 32 characters, but Jill and Shuma are in Fate of Two Worlds, and there are 4 unlockable characters such as Akuma, Hisenko, Sentinel, and Taskmaster. So that actually makes 38 characters, but excluding the DLC, it's 36. But the missions in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Fate of Two Worlds are much harder than Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Well folks, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe for more videos. Subscribe to Goku Black Fanboy, Gaming with Goku Black Fanboy, and Grimjo Fanboy. And just to let you know, I recently set up channel memberships, so feel free if you want to join my channel to become a member. So thanks for watching.